It all started with a simple disagreement. A fence, just a few inches too tall, became the battleground of the neighborhood. The HOA sent a letter. Karen, the self-appointed queen of rules, stood at her window with her usual scowl, watching, waiting for the tiniest mistake. John, a quiet homeowner who only wanted to enjoy his garden, read the letter and sighed. He had always respected the HOA rules, but this felt personal. This wasn't about the fence, it was about control. And Karen, well, Karen loved control more than anything. Days turned into weeks. Every complaint, every fine, every whispered judgment felt heavier than the last. The neighborhood was divided. Some cheered Karen on, secretly hoping for chaos. Others whispered their support for John, but fear kept them silent. Then one evening, something changed. John stayed late in his backyard, tending to the small flowers he had planted in memory of his late mother. He spoke softly to them, as if explaining the situation. And in that quiet moment, he realized that revenge wouldn't heal his heart. Fighting Karen with anger would only make the neighborhood smaller, colder. The next morning, John walked up to Karen's front door. His hands were empty, his heart open. He apologized, not for the fence, not for breaking rules, but for letting the feud between them grow so large. Karen stared at him, confused. No one had ever approached her like this. She was used to confrontation, to yelling, to proving she was right. Slowly, she invited him inside. And for the first time in years, they spoke like humans, not adversaries. John shared his memories of his mother and how the garden was her gift. Karen, for the first time, saw a person, not a rule breaker. The neighborhood noticed the change. No more whispers, no more complaints. Slowly, other homeowners started tending their gardens, helping each other instead of tearing each other down. What began as a feud over a fence became a lesson in compassion, patience, and understanding that in the end, the fence remained, slightly taller than HOA rules allowed. But it didn't matter. Because what mattered was that people learned to look beyond petty rules, to see the humanity in one another, and to choose kindness over conflict. And Karen, she finally smiled, not as the queen of rules, but as a neighbor who realized that life was bigger than fines, complaints, and control. The neighborhood never forgot it. The war that could have destroyed them all ended not with revenge, but with forgiveness.